Welcome back to another episode of Pink is Power. Thank you all for your feedback and for joining us for episode 1 of season 3. It was great. It was wonderful. We had great fun doing it. And today we are in studio with a beautiful, beautiful guest. The founder, Emily Scoville. She is the founder of Lumora Beauty and Aesthetics. Yay! All the way up from Waterford.
Waterford.
Yeah. You do Waterford in Dublin?
Waterford, Kilkenny, Carlow and Dublin.
Okay, wow.
So our catchment area. Perfect.
Okay, great.
All around.
Love it.
And we're going to jump in and we want to talk about aging well and beauty and just the pressure on women around aging, and something you had said as well just before we came on camera, which was around, keeping our natural look. So we really want to go into a deep dive into all of this with you. Yeah.
Amazing.
And before we go into the deep dive, maybe share with everyone, our beautiful watchers, listeners, on what brought you into this industry.
So my name is Emily. I am the owner of Lumora Beauty and Aesthetics. I've always been into beauty. Even when I was younger, I remember when one of my first memories when I was about 4 or 5.
I love that.
I had my mum's makeup at home, and I remember this blue eyeshadow, and I'd plague anyone and everyone to come in.
Blue eyeshadow.
And I was like, come on, I want to put it on. So it started when I was really, really young. My poor dad even got roped in as well, bless him. But that's what girl dads are for.
I love that.
And then it was really kind of secondary school for me that kind of really took off for beauty. I remember in second year I set up a beauty Instagram page and Snapchat account, and I would take clients after schools and on the evenings when I was 14. So it really started when I was really young. And then built it, and then fifth year leaving cert, I worked in different salons and got as much experience as I could do before I went to college, because I always knew it was beauty therapy in college is what I wanted to do, which is lovely. There wasn't too much pressure at points, it was just nice. And went to Cork College of Commerce, studied beauty and body therapy there and loved it. Really fell in love with skin in college. And then when I was in college, I worked different jobs, laser clinics, other beauty salons, to really, gain as much experience as I could and build clientele as well. And then worked for a couple of years and decided to go out on my own then.
Wow.
And here I am.
Wow, that's incredible. I love that you were taking on clients at 14 to have that confidence as a teenager to actually, bring people into your life and have that confidence to take on a role. And, that's pretty impressive.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I always loved it. Always loved it.
And now you're covering in multiple areas, as you said.
Yeah.
What about when you mentioned lasers there? So you do lasers.
I do.
Because I want to mention a laser. I had IPL done.
Love IPL.
And I loved it too. Okay. But what I didn't love is that I got burnt the other day because I put factor 50 on, got into the pool, but I don't think I did enough of it. And I have a red mark, which I'm hiding now. It's like a red circle on my face of burnt, like a really bad burn.
Oh, no.
But I wouldn't have burnt like that before. So I'm wondering, we really have to be cautious a few weeks after it, right?
Yeah. It definitely sensitizes the skin a little bit. Yeah. So SPF is so important after any laser treatment. I'd always be saying factor 50 and reapply.
Okay, and what does the laser do? So I love how naive my knowledge and all of this is. I mean, my skincare, my whole life, I think I learned about taking good care of your skin when I was au pair in France. I remember just being fascinated. The au pair mother, she had a massive, beautiful counter in her bathroom, and she had so much beautiful creams.
Yeah.
And I remember just getting lost and smelling all of the creams and not knowing what creams were. There was eye cream, there was night cream, there was day cream.
Everything.
And it just felt luxurious,
It is, isn't it?
Just applying these creams.
Yeah,
I'd say she began to know I was taking her creams on the side, bless her. And these were dear, expensive creams,
Probably Chanel.
Yeah, like really fabulous, gorgeous creams. But So tell me what Angela was saying there about a laser. What does the laser machine do?
So IPL is really, really big at the moment, because lots of people are suffering, especially Irish people, with sensitive skin, with redness, with psoriasis, with eczema, dermatitis, and also pigmentation. So there's 2 different levels to IPL. You have your pigmentation, but you also have your redness as well. So it can, target both. It helps reduce our pigmentation. It breaks it down, it brings it up to the surface, and then you'll actually see it shedding away.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Okay.
And it is incredible. I've noticed the difference. So mine was for pigmentation when I was on holidays in Portugal last year. I noticed I came back and I thought it was tan that was wearing off. I was looking at my face going, why is my face looking dirty? And I actually thought it was the tan wearing off. And I went, it was very little less on my face, but more on my neck. And then I was like, that's not scrubbing off. And I went, oh my God, it's pigmentation. I'd never gotten it before. And so that was why I was going for the treatment. Yeah. But I want to ask you, how do people actually stay calm during that treatment? I don't want to frighten people from it. Now, I had a girl the other day tell me, I love getting it. What are you on about? And I'm like, my nervous system was shot because every time it makes a noise and it's like, I will say, felt like an elastic band and then getting slightly burnt at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, as they say, no pain, no gain, because I definitely noticed the difference. And I think in one way, if you're getting something and it's not doing anything to you, I'd be more concerned as well.
That's it.
So there is a lot to be said for it.
There is.
But how do you get your clients to stay calm? Because I need to know this, so I need to go to you and be calm. And not be like, I need a Xanax.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, I just think to be totally, like, you have to be open and honest, I think, with clients and tell them from the start. To be honest, my clients, it's more the light. It's quite bright, isn't it? Yes. You see that light, even though you have goggles on, you still see the light, and it's more the light that kind of brings you back rather than the actual pain of it. It's not that painful. It's a little bit snappy.
It's a bit snappy. And to be fair, I have a very low pain threshold. So like most people I think are fine. Like I am squeamish with needles. You know, I am that way. Exactly. So I know I'm the exception because even the girl yesterday, she was saying to me, she goes, I actually find it kind of pleasurable. So I know, and I'm like, are you for real? And she's like, yes, I love it. So it is. But what I love is the results. I do see the difference in my skin. So it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Who should start getting lasers? Like, at what age should you be getting laser treatments?
To be honest, it totally depends. It totally depends on the client. It totally depends on the skin concern. You know, for pigmentation, like anyone with pigmentation can do it. Anyone with redness can do it. Obviously, as long as you don't have certain contraindications. But there really is no kind of age limit. I'd always say be above 18. But other than that, you know, if you're suffering from these conditions, you absolutely can get it done.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'll look to the camera for people watching and I'll hold my hair back. So imagine I'm coming to you, right? And this is me exposing, you know, my face, you know. So, and now, sorry, listeners, I'm going to look at her beautiful self. So if you were looking at my face and I was saying to you, you know, I don't know what to do. Yeah. I am 47 years of age. What I do with my face to treat it is I love the beef tallow. Okay. I'm obsessed with that. I put the beef tallow cleanse on and I use the beef tallow afterwards. Okay. And that's what hydrates my skin. Yeah. On the surface, that's what hydrates my skin.
That's it.
So if I was considering, you know, because the only things I've heard out there are things like Sculptura, I've heard Botox, and I've heard fillers, and now you're saying
polynucleotides.
Polynucleotides.
Yeah.
Coming to you and you've never worked with my face.
Yeah.
What would you genuinely recommend?
Well, I would say that your skin is really, really good. It genuinely is. And you can tell that your hydration levels are really, really good as well. So to be totally honest, I'd be saying maybe a little bit of polynucleotides around the eye area.
Here, is it? Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. What's nice is with polynucleotides, they can be used anywhere. So they can also be used on the forehead. They can also be used on the cheeks, under the eyes. They can be used on the neck, the chest and the hands as well. So they can be used everywhere, which is lovely.
So what is it? Is that a cream you're putting on?
No, so polynucleotides are an injectable treatment. Okay. It's salmon or trout DNA that is injected into the skin and it works really, really deep down in our skin in the dermis to help stimulate more collagen production and more elastin production, and it heals the skin from the inside out.
I love that. I love that it heals the skin from the inside out.
It's fab.
Okay. And how long before, like, I would see a difference? How long? Or what would I be looking for, we'll say, to see a difference?
So you would probably find that, you know, fine lines and wrinkles reduce. Your skin will feel a bit more plump. Yeah. And everything will just look a little bit softer. You'll look more refreshed, more hydrated. Okay. But still look yourself, which is the thing.
Okay.
And you mentioned that earlier, I think just even before we started to record, you talked about the importance of people still looking like themselves and kind of coming back to that. Because I did see a post recently on Instagram, and someone was talking about it, how everyone's face shape and everything is starting to look the same because of how it's being kind of sculpted. And I think our uniqueness is what makes us special. I mean, 100%. I have like my broken nose and stuff, and I really have considered at times going, do I get fixed? Do I not get fixed? Do I do something with it? And then I go back to, no, actually, it's just me.
It's you.
And it kind of makes me me. And like even when I look at pictures of myself, I always think they don't capture really who I am. I'm more of a type of person that needs movement. I am an expressive person to keep
100%.
going. So like we're all so different and unique. And I think that's what makes us special, right? And intergenerational, you think about like my eyes, my shape, like they go back to like how many generations and different parts of us. And I think when we start to erase some features, then we lose that part of ourselves. What are you seeing in your clinic? Like what kind of like people, what are people saying to you about that?
People do come in with Instagram and they say, I love this Instagrammer, I love this influencer, she looks like this, her forehead looks great, her this, that and the other. And we have to be realistic as well, because I always say each facial line tells a story, we don't want to, I'm not here to erase those stories, just to make you look more refreshed, to make you feel a little bit better. You still need movement in your face.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you say that, I mean, that hit my heart straight away. Because, I mean, I have a 21-year-old daughter who's so beautiful. Like, she's beautiful. Beautiful looking and beautiful on the inside. And what I'm hearing in that, and I'm not saying this from, I'm not judging a person whatsoever. Like, I'm not. But what I heard, and this is the psychotherapy energy in me, what I heard was that person saying, I'm not happy with who I am and I want to be more like that.
Exactly.
And that's so based off of what Angela just spoke about. That's sad.
It's sad.
It's a sad knowing to know this, that, because what Angela spoke on spiritually with the ancestral bloodline that we've come through, that, generations later you exist, and that came down to an incredible journey to get here. It came down to her mom's ovary at that time of the month, which is a very particular type of an ovary. Every ovary is different.
Absolutely.
It took all those billions of sperm cells that one, brought her into formation.
Absolutely.
And then if we're trying to change who we look like and who we are because we want to look like somebody who's out there and famous, and we're saying they're more valuable, we're more valuable if we look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the sadness of that hangs over women. There's such a sadness to that. And I mean, at the other side, I'm flipping the coin and going, but isn't it so beautiful that there's so much available for women if they want to take care of themselves? I think it's more about the place that you're coming from when you're getting it done.
100%.
You have to kind of, when you're meeting with somebody, are you checking in on them, saying like mentally, how are you doing around this?
You have to. Yeah. As a good injector, you have to. You really have to think about not just what they're asking for. You have to think about, them as a person, their mental health as well. And if what they're looking for is realistic.
Yeah, you have a lovely compassionate way about you though.
Sense
that.
Thank you guys.
It's like I know I would be taken care of. With you.
It.
Like you're not doing it for monetization. You're doing it for more in a relational way of
100%.
Yeah.
And I always say trust is the biggest thing with clients. You have to trust your injector, but also I have to trust you as well as a client.
100% you do. It works both ways.
It does, because I know you need to trust me to say, Emily, I know you're giving me the best possible treatment, but I need to trust you to say, I know you're going home and you're staying out of the sun and you're doing your home care.
Yeah, not like me, forgetting a patch on my face with my sunscreen. But I do love this, and I do love what we were talking about, because I do think there's a balance, right? As we touched on there. There is that sense that, like, absolutely, we need to retain who we are. But I have to say, I also love that there are ways that I can look after how I am.
Yeah.
And for me, it was more like finding that balance. Okay, which part am I trying to mind here? Is it for me or is it for society? And that was the kind of struggle and the conflict within that that I had to come to terms with. Like, okay, I want to mind myself. I want to look my best. So, like, what's my best version of myself? And what it comes down to for me is really good skincare and really good skin treatments.
I love that.
I love what you're doing, and I want to know more about when we talk about polynucleotides and we look at those different lasers and different treatments. I mean, what is the simplest way a person that may not have a big budget but might be able to take care of their skin? What would you recommend for them, and what could they avail of with you? Like if they're struggling right now or stressed or, about money, and we always put ourselves last as mothers in particular. So like what 100%. Could they do?
I would say number one is staying out of the sun. That's free. That's the best one.
I promise it was factor 50 gone wrong. But,
absolutely. It's happened to me as well. Don't worry. Skincare. But what we also offer in Lumora Beauty and Aesthetics is treatment plans and subscription based. So people do not have to pay upfront. They can say, I'm throwing in a €20 a week, a €10 a week, and it just takes the sting off when you're coming in to get that treatment done. They've been putting it away like a little savings account for you, for your treatments.
And like,
love that, Emily.
Carl, what's the payment play? I saw it on a clinic down in Waterford.
Klarna.
They had that you can pay in with Klarna.
In installments. Yeah. We don't use Klarna, but we have just a separate, where people can. But it's great to be able to have these payment plans where you're not left with one big, payment to pay. And you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to afford something else, or, to be able to put a 10 or €20 aside each week is lovely.
Yeah.
It takes the sting off. Yeah.
Outside, you were telling me, men are coming in.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah. I would say probably 50% of my client base are men.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what are they getting? Is it facials or polynucleotides or
anything.
A mixture?
Yeah.
I was the same reaction. I was like, what? Wow.
It's great. Yeah. It's great.
It's amazing for men to be taking care of themselves. Yeah. Facials are really big. Laser hair removal is another one. Polynucleotides is probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. Do you see a massive transformation with polynucleotides?
I love them.
Like
I swear by them.
You can see good before and after.
Exactly. They're the treatment of the year. Polynucleotides and microneedling.
Okay, and I have to do the microneedling. Yeah. Is there a big difference with the skin boosters and polynucleotides? Because I've gotten Profilo and I've seen a bit of a difference, but not like maybe hydration, but not a massive difference for me.
Yeah, skin boosters are more just for your hydration levels, and they are fantastic. If you just want that little, if you're going to a wedding or if you want something just to, have that glow or look really, really refreshed and hydrated, they're amazing. And I love skin boosters as well. But it's more hydration, whereas your polynucleotides are working deep down in your skin, in the dermal layer of your skin, to help with your fibroblasts, to help with your collagen levels, to help with your elastin levels. Overall, they're amazing. So for me, I have a special place in my heart with polynucleotides. I absolutely love them. Yeah, but skin boosters are equally as good.
Yeah, she's going to look amazing
for hydration.
Now.
I know, I can't wait for this.
I'm going to take it before and an after.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't know there were injectables now of that hard.
I knew that fire. Yeah. I knew how she was talking about it. I was like, because Karen knows
I have no problem with needles. Like,
you're okay with needles?
I'm okay actually with needles, but I've never gotten anything.
They're tiny,
you are okay with needles. You're not squeamish.
No, but you were talking about there's a few areas
that you can get done.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Now you can also microneedle polynucleotides as well.
Okay.
Wow. You can. And skin boosters.
I like microneedling.
Yeah, I love
the feeling of that.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Love it.
Never mind the numbness. I don't even want the numbness. So that's where it's like the laser is like the noise, the light. And then it's like it's just the noise actually. I think it was the noise that got to my
It's the noise as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was like shot after. I was like, geez, that wasn't right. The head after that. I was like, that was a lot.
Yeah.
And that was just a laser treatment. But the microneedling is fabulous.
Oh,
love it.
I love microneedling. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And like young people coming into you.
Yeah.
Are you seeing a change in their wants for aesthetics? Like, is it getting younger?
I'm not sure if it's getting younger. I think people are more into self-care.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. As long as you're using the right products. And we do see a lot of, younger generation using these real active products, and it's destroying their skin.
Like retinol, you're talking about active products,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a big one, yeah. My daughter would have, through the Ordinary brand, it's called. Retinol, she would have spoken of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Would a 21-year-old need retinol?
No.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think so. No. I'd say if you're starting your retinols around your 30s is absolutely is absolutely fine. I don't think you need to be starting them much earlier.
I've got the prescription, the tretinoin. So I haven't been using that in a while, but I was using it. But I'll go back in the winter months more so.
Exactly. The winter's great. Summer you have to be very careful with the sun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They do make a difference because they regenerate. They really do. I'm actually going for a biostimulator. So I'm going for Julane.
Yes.
I'm not going to mention the clinic where I'm going to because it's not an ad I'm paying for it. But you know what I mean? So mine will be one of the biostimulators.
Okay.
I chose Julane because it doesn't have lumps or there's no risks of lumps or bumps. I understand with Sculptra, you have to do the 5-day massage and there is a risk, but I've seen people with phenomenal results with that. But I've chosen Julane because you can get it around the mouth area and in the under eyes. But as you're talking about polynucleotides, that also sounds like a lovely place to go to as well and to invest in that.
Exactly. And there's no massage needed with that at all.
No massage needed with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm excited for Karen now.
So what's the Sculptura and the one I'm getting? What's the difference in the two in terms of the treatment? Not the treatment, but the product being
itself.
used. Yeah.
So I actually don't do Sculptra.
Yeah.
I don't do it, so I don't know much about it. I do know it's a biostimulator and
it's a biostimulator, is it? Okay.
Now, a polynucleotide is a biostimulator as well, but there's just no real downtime with the polys. Obviously, it'll be a little bit lumpy or bumpy for a little bit after, 24 hours, you'll have a little lump on the area. That all softens out within 24 hours, which is nice. So I don't know too much about Sculptra. I do work with the doctor in Carlow as well, and she does it, and she has fantastic results from it. So it is a fab treatment, but I just don't know the ins and outs of it.
Yeah, because it's not what you use yourself.
Exactly.
You're getting great success with your treatments.
The polys, they're amazing.
Okay, great. I will do that for you guys. I will do it before and
after. I love that.
Absolutely.
That'd be amazing.
And would you see a difference after one treatment of polynucleotides, or is it a course that you would need to get?
I always say do a course. I think 2 to 3 initially, and then you might need maintenance after about 9 months. So it's not something that you need all the time. But what's nice is you can't overdo polynucleotides. So you're not, if you overdo your Botox and you're like, oh my God, my eyebrows have dropped, or I'm feeling too tight, or this, that, and the other. And it's not me bashing Botox. I love Botox too.
and tell me, what do you use on your skin? Because you have amazing skin.
Thank you. But I use the ASAP. It's an Australian skincare brand and it's a medically graded brand, which is fantastic.
Do you sell that in yours?
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Looking at your skin now, you have me coming.
You're like, I'll take that.
I'm going down.
I don't know. I do love my beef.
Yeah, tallow.
I do love it. Yeah,
it's nice though because I read that we're supposed to change our skincare as we go along. Is that true? Or does it matter?
Up to the person. I don't personally think it matters. I mean, I have clients who have been on certain products for years and their skin looks amazing. So if your skin kind of has a little bit of irritation maybe after a while, then we can think about switching it up, but it's not something that normally would happen.
Okay. So your polynucleotides, they're your most popular treatment in your clinic, are they?
Polynucleotides, microneedling.
And
the ASAP facials.
Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing.
That's why I haven't had in a long time. It's a good facial.
A good facial.
I want a good facial.
I love them.
Yeah, exactly.
I love just giving myself over and just it's
You're
gorgeous.
like, do whatever you want.
It's so relaxing. I often find myself a little snore on the bed.
I love that.
I love a good sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. As an esthetician, we love when people are snoring on the bed. It's a compliment. We're like, great.
Do you not record them and go, look? Sorry.
No, I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. No. I'm like, oh my God, they're totally just chilled. And people need it. That's why people come in. Because they need a bit of self-care and they need to build their own time.
Where are you based? Apart from Waterford, you travel to other clinics, but
do.
Is Waterford your main base?
It is. So I work in Waterford a Monday to Thursday, where I do microneedling, where I do my ASAP facials, dermaplaning, and then your brows, lashes, waxing, and laser treatments. And then I have satellite clinics around the country. So I have a couple in Waterford. I have Kilkenny, Carlow, and Dublin as well.
And come here, Emily, that sounds incredible. I'm just thinking of my own time frame and when I can get to you. So I'm just working it out in my head. But what do you think is coming down the line? What do you think people are going to move away from and move towards?
I think maybe Botox might fizzle out a little. And I think these more kind of natural treatments are going to be coming in a little bit more. As I know they're huge already, but I do think maybe the Botox will fizzle a small bit.
Yeah.
And maybe the really cheap skincare I think will fizzle. Yeah,
people invest more in quality.
In quality, exactly. So I think that's what I think personally. Yeah.
And it's interesting that you say it, like, you know, these areas fizzle out. I'm seeing a lot of that online. A lot of people, and even a top modelling agent in the States, I just seen that they had a post up saying, you know, the only people are hiring right now are people that don't have Botox. You know, for photo shoots, they want people that are not
frozen.
And
That's
not
it.
looking at aesthetics.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. They're craving the natural.
Natural look.
No, I wouldn't knock it as well, because I think whatever makes a person feel good, I think that's what it comes down to, isn't it? And meet yourself
100%.
where you're at, isn't it?
Confidence as well is
But
key.
for me, so I'm going to jump in a little deeper with that. I think if there's a balance with, so like obviously Botox hit here.
Yeah.
And like anything, when something comes in first, everybody's going to run to it.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the natural way of things.
Exactly.
And then the equilibrium kicks in and the
that's
harmony
it.
and the balance. But I do feel, and I could be wrong, so please correct me with it. I do feel that Botox has up-leveled in women a lot more anxiety about aging. That's
100%. I would agree.
Yeah. And I feel if Botox begins to fizzle out a little bit and the conversations are more led about natural looking and, you know, treatments, I think then collectively it'll start to bring back people starting to like be a little bit more compassionate and happier.
Yeah.
And less anxious about aging. And I think
100%.
because I work in a field where I am all about promoting what makes us mentally well and emotionally well. So I was never against Botox. I was just against how the industry weaponized it against
I do
women.
get that.
And then women, because, you know, with insecurity, didn't have their own inner strength for themselves to say, do I really need it? They, as you said, they're coming in with a picture and going, I want to look like that. Yeah. So if you are a person who do that, I'm not judging you.
No, absolutely
I'm
not.
anchoring in with love and compassion, the journey that we all go on with ourselves, you know, because we all do. Like there's days 100%. I look in the mirror and I'm like, and then there's days I look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't think anything, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's like, we all have it. We don't escape it. But I look forward to the day when the industry is more friendlier in its tonality and in its marketing and in its promotion of it.
Absolutely.
And I love hearing that a modelling agency has said.
I think that's incredible.
Yeah.
I love that.
Think I look for us women to be able to be okay with our faces.
And here's the thing. Like, the reality is, none of us are getting out alive. No. You know, reality is we are all going in the one direction, one way or the other. But I think what is really important is women need to uplift each other and women need to empower each other, no matter what they're doing. Whether it is Botox or not Botox, whatever any woman is doing, at least
we
give
don't
them
shame
compassion.
Absolutely
no
not.
shame. There is no shame to anything. But what you'll see is, and particularly on social media, is it always seems to be the majority of women going after women, as opposed to in the comment section and stuff. And like, we are not designed to be like that. We are designed to actually look out for each other as women, mind each other, empower each other, and uplift each other. So no matter what that choice that woman makes, have compassion for that person. No matter what they decide to do with their face or their bodies, they are dealing with whatever they need to deal with in their life. We have no idea what's going on for people. And to just look at a person from an aesthetic point of view and then go all in on judgment, I think we have lost that sense of humanity in us when we do that. So it's really important that no matter what stage we're at in our lives, no matter what we're doing, just hold each other up, because we are not designed to go against each other. And I'm telling you now, when women go against each other, that is the problem. That is what's wrong, and deep down women know that, and they feel it in their bones, and they, you know, we're not designed that.
We
We're
need
supposed
to uplift each other.
Uplift each other.
We do.
And when we go against each other, just to anchor in what you're saying, Angela, as well, then I know when women do that to each other, I know that their mindset has been bought over by something. You know, because they're more listening to something than rather the connection and the relational field with the woman. You know, and women have, unfortunately, it's just been there for so many centuries now. We can go way back and look at when all of this began, the turn against the feminine. women have in a culture have been groomed to compete and compare.
Yeah.
Because when you think even back to the models, I even remember with my Barbie doll, playing with a Barbie doll and being so little and going, I'm meant to look like that.
Yeah.
And I remember comparing my thighs.
Yeah.
And I was only like 8, 9, and looking at my legs and looking at her legs and going, my legs are not long enough, my legs are not skinny enough.
Yeah.
And there was the grooming already done, you know, to the mind of me, the mindset of me, and then always feeling uncomfortable around any girl who was pretty looking because it brought up my own insecurity. And then it made me feel jealous and envy. And that's when women will attack, is if we feel threatened.
Yeah.
You know,
It
so I'm
is.
saying that threatening over our mindset is being done deliberately through the bigger industries. You know, it's not done intentionally with each other. But when I see that, because I do see it a lot on Instagram, women attacking other women, I'm like, okay, your mind is not your own, really. You know?
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
I think, again, we just need to uplift each other.
Yeah.
You know, let's all
Love
help
each other.
Love each other.
But you're doing that when you think about
Yeah.
it. Like, you know, it might be, as you say, like, I mean, coming into the clinic and working out a payment plan. So you're really looking after your clients that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, I would say that's a lovely way of being and a lovely way of looking after them. But like, they must feel incredible when they leave your place. Like,
Which is nice. That's my favourite part, is actually seeing my clients get up, look in the mirror, and they're smiling. Yes. Or we're going through, you know, progress pictures and they're like, oh my God, I forgot that my skin looks like that. I feel so much more confident. Do you know? So it's building their confidence. It just makes me so happy. It really does.
Beautiful.
It really does.
What have you learned in your life since 14, starting out, you know, at such a young age, you know, working on people and stuff? What has been the biggest lesson for you?
What has been the biggest lesson? I think kindness is key. I think my biggest thing is my clients become my friends. I love my clients. You know, I have an amazing client base and they truly, truly trust me. So trust as well. I just think, like, just learn to trust as well. I find it hard to trust, you know, at the start, you know, but learning to trust clients and for them, you know, to trust me as well. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I love
and
that.
learning, there's all learning as well, all the skin, the anatomy and physiology behind skin. That I loved learning that as well.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Skin is
There's
amazing.
so
isn't it?
much.
The
So
face
much.
is amazing, though.
It's
Isn't
incredible.
Really?
The anatomy is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I heard somebody say there recently, you know, that the beauty of the heart will show in the face. You know, it's an
Absolutely.
expression in the face. And I was
Absolutely.
like, oh my God, how interconnected everything is.
I love that.
Listen, I could stay in this conversation all day with you, but I do know that we're coming to the end of it. And I'd like to leave the last word with you before we close it out.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to just speak to or speak on before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think, you know, confidence is key. Let's all like uplift each other. You know, if people are having, you know, insecurities or if they're feeling a little bit down about these things, we still can treat them, you know, but we kind of enforce the natural look as well. And, you know, good skin doesn't come overnight, it comes over time. That's one I always say to my clients. Good skin does not come overnight, it comes over time. So yeah, trust your practitioner and
Yeah, I love that. Trust your practitioner. I already trust you. I'm booking in after here. I love it. Book me up
right now. Yeah, amazing.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been fabulous having you.
Guys, thank you for having me on.
But before I let
good.
you go, let everyone know where to follow you so people can.
Yes.
Now we'll put it at the end as well in our video, but
Exactly.
share it with everyone where we can find you.
So
And
our website is lumora.ie. You can find everything on there. Our Instagram page is Lumora_beauty_aesthetics. And our number is 087 345 7709.
I love that. Where did you get your name from?
My mum came up with it.
Love it.
Yeah. I was like, Mum,
it's
I
like the
need
perfect
help.
name for what you're doing, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah.
And do you know what? We had thought of loads of ones and Lumora was always there. And I was like, I was always gravitated back towards it. And Mom was like, just go with it. And I was like, are you telling me just to go with it because you came up with it? Or and I was like, no, we're going with it. We love it. So she did come up with it. Yeah.
Oh, I
so
love
credit to her.
that. Yeah,
Credit
to
to
Mom.
Patrice. Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Well, Emily, it's been wonderful for me because genuinely, you know, I'm new and I'm not new, but you know, I don't know much of what we spoke about before, but I've a greater understanding of it now, which is fantastic, you know, and to really understand it. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to coming in and having a treatment with you.
We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, it's been amazing having you on. I thank you as well.
No,
for that.
guys, thank you so much for having me
Angela,
on.
you close it all out there.
We are delighted that you were able to join us for this episode of Pink is Power. And Emily, you've been just incredible. You're an amazing guest, and we thank you so much for being part of this episode with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.